Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up, Just the BetSlips family? We are coming to you on April Fool's Day, and yes, it is C Money's birthday. He is the biggest April Fool of them all. So we're coming to you live on April 1st for we got limited baseball because most of the games already happened or are happening currently, but we do have 2 games and we got a whole NBA slate, so still got plenty of bets coming to you today. Before we get into all that, though, Pat, what you got going on today?
Not much, man. Setting up the new computer. First time which is it can see everything. I'm a little bit nervous about that, but we're here. We're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. And I mean, should we do a happy birthday to Money? No. All right.
I don't think we need to subject the internet to our singing.
That's fair. That's fair. No, I'm doing well. I'm really happy that March is over and I'm ready to kick April off with a bang.
Yeah, I mean, it ended up pretty good overall, I think, for most everyone. I mean, you didn't have a lot of bets, to be honest. Yours was just the beginning of the month, so you didn't really have much of a chance to get back
Correct.
to the left side. So we won't really count that against you this month.
Fair enough.
And luckily, Jen carried the rest of us, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, I'm going to miss the Monday, the March stats.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure you are. Well, you just got to do it again this weekend, and then we'll have it all over again. Right?
Go from there. Yeah,
that's right.
Fair enough.
But birthday boy, you got anything to say over there?
No, not really. I hit a bet earlier. Wish I would have played it on the show earlier, so that would have started off April well. But no, other than that, not really.
By the way, Pat, I don't think you bet. I don't know if you bet it, but we missed out today. Both Bryces hit home runs today.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah. I didn't realize. I saw Bryce Turner had already hit one, so I was like, "Well, there's no point in betting it." And then literally, like 20 minutes later, Bryce Harper hit home run.
That's got to be the worst.
That would have been the greatest start to April, but
oh no, dude.
You know what's funny is I'm pretty sure when we hit that last year, it was the 1st of April back then too. I think they did it literally a year to the date from us.
Unreal.
But if that's the case, that means we need to bet it again in 7 days because that's when we hit it the second time.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna bet it every day. But
yeah.
That stinks.
Me and Steve Money were talking about this earlier. This year's baseball has been wild. All of the big hitters are batting less than 150. They're not really hitting home runs, and it's a bunch of guys that nobody's ever heard of hitting all these home runs. A guy for the Nationals is batting like 615. It's like I think his name's Weimer or something. It's been a weird year to start. I know it's early and it'll shake itself out, but Judge is batting like 115, 150.
Good.
Over's batting like 157. Ohtani's like 150. It's crazy.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Games can't get more than 5 strikeouts.
That really grinds my gears.
Mine too. When I saw it, I was mad. I was like, I hope Pat bet it, but
oh no.
I didn't even think about it because all the games were so early.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, whatever. Wednesday,
But
I guess just
we're
whatever.
going to try to forget about it.
Can I just ask a quick question? See, Money, how has it been growing up with your birthday on April Fool's Day?
I mean, the usual, oh, you're April Fool's, baby. And then growing up, you always got the people in school trying to play jokes on you, and it gets old.
I mean,
I'm sure it is.
oh, I think C Money froze. The computer just
you
played the April Fool's. Oh, I froze. That was weird.
I'm not frozen.
Well, happy birthday, and I wish you winnings responsibly, obviously.
No, thank you.
All right. Well, with that again, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the thing that keeps us from getting in trouble on April Fool's Day, and that is our disclaimer. Let you know we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. Lastly, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. That is nationwide. There are local places, but that worst case that they could get you to those places. Call 1-800-GAMBLER if you have any kind of issues with gambling. And we always recommend setting a limit for the month, not exceeding that limit no matter what. It's a way to keep yourself tame and not having to worry about calling that number. But if you do need to, please reach out to that number. Gambling can be just as addictive as many drugs, so just be careful with that. We are not affiliated with a sport or sponsored by any specific sports book, but we are affiliated and sponsored by Nevin Eyewear, which we all have right here. Nevin Eyewear, where you can get, if you use our link for Nevin Eyewear, you get 30% off a single pair, or if you want, which is the deal we recommend, buy one, get two free, basically getting 3 pair for less than $100, and you're getting free shipping on anything over $50. So whichever deal you take advantage of, you will get free shipping. Also, if you lose them, break them, chip them, damage them, they will replace them for free. So they are risk-free. They are polarized. We love them. These, I believe, are the MLB long points that I have here. Which ones you got on today, Pat?
I got my John Wayne's on. Those do look like the Bret Harts. Speaking of,
those bottom rights are definitely the Bret Harts.
Yeah, I mean, yours are closer to the Bret Harts than mine, but these are the John Waynes. I love them. These are actually I mean, I love all of my Nevins, but this is, I feel like the more neutral classes. Like I can wear these out no matter where. I like to pair my Doc Robbins and my Blood Fades with my outfit. These I feel like I can wear with anything. So I rock the John Wayne, and they're actually, I'm being honest, I love all 3 of them, but these are actually the most comfortable, if I'm being completely honest. So shout out to the John Waynes. Never odd or even, it's Nevin, and I love it. I already put in an order for another 3 that should be coming soon. So stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting in another order myself for the summer coming up. Like I said, I do want to get some Blood Fades. I do want to get a pair of Doc Robbins. And then I really might get those bottom right, those Bret Harts. I think they'd be fun to
Those
wear.
are Bret Hart. Those are like legitimately Bret Hart classes. Yeah. Like every time you say that now, all I see is him putting them on a
kid. Yep.
Yeah.
But although we are not affiliated with a sports book, we are affiliated with something like a sports book, which is Playvo/Player Profit. They are a challenge system that is built like a sports book that will also have sports books coming soon. But right now, the challenge system essentially is you buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500, depending on what bankroll you want to go for. If you use the code JTBS, you will get 10% off of any and all packages, regardless of how many or how much it costs. If you buy that $30 package for $27 using our code, you will get a $1,000 bankroll to bet with. Essentially, the way it works is there's 2 challenge systems. First challenge system is to get to 10% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you're able to complete challenge 1, then you must move on to challenge 2, where you have to get to 15% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you complete challenge 2, then you move on to the funded stage, which you can cash out up to 70% of profit up to that point and going forward. It is a good way to try to turn a small investment like $30 into a $1,000 bankroll that you can be working off of and cashing out on. I know that I'm still currently in my Second stage for the $30 package. PD King he's doing a blitz, which is 25. Instead of doing 2 challenges, it's just 1 challenge. You got to get to 25% profit before getting the 10% losses. And he's doing the, I believe, $100 or $150 one, which is a $5,000 bankroll. I know that he's somewhere around up 600. He's halfway to completing that challenge. As of yesterday, I think he was at like 56, 5,700, and he needs to get to 6,250. So he is really close. He just needs to get a few more good bets going. He will keep us updated on that, which is big. But if you're looking for a best bet of the day, I am going with Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 7+ strikeouts. Got this at -120, but ESPN is still giving us a free 50% boost every day for baseball. I thought it was just going to be the opening weekend. It looks like they're going to continue that on a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be every day of baseball season or if it's just going to be for the first week or two, but I'm going to take it any chance I can get to turn some of these semi-minus bets into plus bets. I feel really good about him getting there. He's shown he goes deep in a lot of these games, and he's facing a team that is averaging striking out almost 11 times per game. They're at 10.83 for the season. They are striking out at a high clip. So I think he can. If he gets 6 innings, he's going to get to 7 Ks. I would have liked to go 6 just to be safe, but really for the best bet to try to get the odds right, we had to go 7. But I think he gets there. Like I said, as long as he gets through 6 innings, he'll get to 7 strikeouts. This team's going to strike out 10 to 11 times. So if he goes that deep, he will get those strikeouts.
Did you guys see it was the Spider-Man meme of the Yoshis? Did you guys see that? So it was the other day, the voice actor of Yoshi from the Mario, he threw out the first pitch for the Dodgers, and so they brought in a Yoshi mask, like somebody wearing a Yoshi costume. They brought in, obviously they had the voice actor of Yoshi, and they brought Yoshi. Say it again one more time.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Thank you. And they brought them, and then they did the points. So it's Yoshi.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no. So look that video. Great video. The fact that you're getting 7 at that with that boost.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll see it. I think I have him on one of my bets. If not, I'll have to add him. But yeah, great bet. And you know, great bet to start the month for your Plavo, right?
Yep,
Plavo bet of the day. Love it. So yeah, I'm ready to go. Jen, how is your baseball betting journey gone?
It has not gone well. I think I'm going to stick with golf.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with golf, but I'm going to keep learning because baseball is a long season, so I need to figure it out. True.
You got plenty of time.
I tell you, I wish I did a parlay earlier today where I took Skeens, Crochet, and I don't even remember who it was. I took 3 guys for 7 strikeouts, and the other 2 hit it, and then Skeens only got 5. I wish I had done Yamamoto instead of Skeens because something's broken in Skeens right now. He pitched well. He's just not getting the strikeouts for some reason.
Well, and you know how you've been saying about Luka and how good he's been playing.
Yeah.
Might be the opposite for Skeens.
Yeah. But you know what? He'll get there. I mean, he actually got run support today. He got a win. He pitched well enough to get a win. It's just the strikeouts weren't there. I also had a no-run first inning, and of course the Pirates scored 3 runs in the first inning, which they didn't do like all of last year. So it was just kind of a bizarre world. It's been the whole season so far, the 5-6 games, whatever it's been, is kind of like bizarre world right now. I'm aware that that's the thing, so I'm not taking it too much to heart, but it's what we got to go through to finally get to the stats that we need. But we'll move on to the next slide. I think it's it's either me or Jen. I'm not sure which. We'll find out. Okay, it is a 750 club.
Bang.
We have a very limited scale today, but I got both baseball games in this 750 club. I'm going to start off with Twins money line. The Twins are a very good team, and they're facing a team that they should easily beat. Their favorite, I think they were -1.5 favorites. I like them to get the money line. Big part is because Joe Ryan is on the mound, and Joe Ryan is pitching very well. He just had 7 strikeouts in his last outing. So I'm just taking them for 6. I'm playing it safe with this because we have a lot of other stuff on here that's going to get these odds up. I do, even though I do think it's going to be 6 strikeouts, I've got Bobby Witt for a hit. Bobby Witt's gotten a hit in every game except one so far this season. He played very well in the World Baseball Classic. He's kind of in midseason form, even though their season just started because of that World Baseball Classic. Then I'm going to go with Dodgers money line. Again, they got Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound. Their ace, my personal favorite for the Cy Young this year. And they're facing Cleveland, who does strike out a fair amount. Plus, you have that Murder's Row, hitting for the Dodgers. Even without Shohei hitting to his potential, they've been putting up runs. Once he starts hitting, this team is going to be kind of hard to touch. And then I dropped Yamamoto down on this one for 6 strikeouts. I love him at 6. I didn't need to go 7 here because we already got it at plus 900, as you see. So I like this. I think this is, I tried to go as safe as I could to start off the month, because if we could start the month off with up 9 units, it would be a huge start to April. As we've seen, baseballs have been wacky. So, this could be complete opposite of this, to be honest. But this is based on what we know. This is what I feel is a good bet for today, especially for the 750 club.
So obviously it's gonna fluctuate, but are you just dipping your toes in the water when it comes to the baseball bets? Because you've been, the 750 club has gone up and down as it does, because it's a big bet. But are you more confident going forward? This is a real question. Are you more confident going forward in baseball bets or basketball or?
I feel like I hit more of them last year, more of these specific bets during baseball season, because you can put together like a 3-leg, two plus total base parlays, which is a lot easier to hit than, like, say, a 5-legger like this. With basketball, it's a little harder to get to that number. You have to end up having to put more, take a little bit more risk. Once you have a lot more baseball also has a lot more stats you can go off of.
Yeah.
It's a lot longer season, a lot more games. It's less variance once the season kind of pans itself out. So I think it makes it a little bit easier to make these bets for baseball. Basketball, like you put up Luka for 30, which he only missed twice in the entire month of March, which is wild to say. And he hit 28 both of those times. But you could put him up for 30, and then you had the one game in March he went for 28, and it kills the 750 club. Like, it's just such a huge variance for basketball. That doesn't quite exist early in the season. It's a huge variance for baseball, because we don't know what's going to pan out, who's actually good, who's actually going to not show up to potential, whatever. But as the season goes on, it gets a lot more narrowed in.
Yeah, 100%. I hear what you're saying.
But yeah, hopefully we hit this. We'll start off up 9 units, then we'll be not sweating this at all this month. But
yeah, exactly.
That's the dream anyway. I wish we had been able to put the Bryce parlay on here, because we'd be up like 60 units. But I don't know. I don't even know what it was at, because it'll break my heart.
Yeah, I don't. It's probably 40 to 1, and we would be. Yeah, that's horrible. Whatever.
But I know
we won't talk about that anymore.
We're gonna let that one go. I know for a fact, though, I believe Jen's, I think it's Hold My Earrings is next. Yes.
Yep. All right.
All right. Hold on one second. I had to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. All right. So we have the Valero Texas Open at the Oaks. If you are not familiar with the Oaks, hole 16 is one of the famous holes. And I've got a picture of it right here. There is a sand trap in the middle of the green. Surprisingly, there's a hole-in-one on it last year and the year before. But my Hold My Earrings, instead of Hold My Beer, is Hold My Earrings. Bet for this week is Johnny Kiefer. I went last week at the Houston Open. I saw Kiefer was tied for third, and I was like, who is this Kiefer guy? I've never heard of him. He was nowhere on my radar. Kiefer is 25 years old. He was part of the Corn Ferry Tour, which I love Blades Brown from the Corn Ferry Tour. He tied third last week, and he turned pro in 2024 and just joined the tour this year. This year, he's made 5 out of the 8 cuts. He lives and plays in San Antonio, so this course is in his backyard. I think that's why he did so well last week. So I'm expecting him to do really well this week. It's a stretch. It's a reach. He's a long shot. But again, he tied for third last week. So I've got Johnny Kiefer, top 20, including ties, and top 10. It's a reach. I need him to first make the cut and then make the top 40 and top 30, but I'm going ahead and putting Johnny Kiefer because this course is in his backyard. And he did so well last week. I am making my hold my earrings bet top 20, including ties, and top 10.
Honestly, though, plus 560 for top 10 is really not that high. So they don't think it's all that as much of a reach as you may think, because there's a lot of good names that are probably around that same betting line.
And this is the bet that needs to be shared with people, because if you're just new to the program, I know we don't have a big audience right now, but eventually, the fact of the matter is that Jen is killing golf bets, and this is the one you want to start with this, and then you're gonna listen, you're gonna watch for the next couple days, and that's what you want to do, because I mean, this is something you bet right now today, and then you hang on for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday bets, and because this our hold my earrings chicks picks Jen has been up hundreds of units, and if you want to make money, you land on this and you go forward. That's it.
Well, thank you, Pat. And again, I might not be betting him for the rest of the year, but this is in his backyard. He did really well last week. He's from Texas. That's why I'm betting him on this one and putting him as hold my earrings.
100% has probably played this course like
right,
hundreds of times.
Yeah, and he grew up playing this course, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That picture is wild, by the way, of that green. That's nuts.
That's
yeah,
a great
it's
picture,
gorgeous.
See,
Gorgeous.
it wouldn't face me anyway because I can't hit a green to save my life. So.
Yeah, then you're good. Yeah, it's yeah. Wait till you see St. Louis course. I can't wait to show you guys. But
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Unreal. Let's go, Johnny
Yep.
Kiefer. Smoke him if you got him.
Yeah, no, I watched him last week when we were watching the final round, and he was surging up that leaderboard quickly. I think he shot in the mid 60s every round. Like, it wasn't like a fluke where he shot like a 63 and then some 70s. I think he went like 65, 66, 66, and 64 or something. So he shot great.
Kiefer was on fire.
Yes. He's got a fun personality too. So if you Google him, you'll find out some stuff about him and his caddy and how he met his fiance. And there's some fun stories back there too.
Love that.
Well, don't go too far because I'm pretty sure Jen's tabletop is first.
Oh,
so
right.
We have Chicks Picks coming up now.
Bang! I'm getting good at that.
Kidding, almost.
Now that I'm not doing, now that I'm not
I forgot we have the parlay players first.
Yeah, I'll jump in here. So those who aren't familiar with the show, each of the hosts who is available pick somebody to finish in the top 40. We originally started in the top 10 and realized top 20, how hard that was to pick 6 players to finish in the top 20. So we have dropped it to the top 40. We still haven't hit it yet. Because even that is hard. But PD King, who is not with us today, has picked Brian Harmon. I can say Brian Harmon won last year, so he's looking for a repeat winner there. Pat, you picked Homa. Tell me a little bit about why you picked Homa.
When it comes to golf, I'm not as up to date or doing as much research as I am now with NASCAR. Max Homa is just my guy. That's it. I'm a Max Homa. I'm a homosexual. I love Max Homa. I love Max Homa, and
you couldn't pick Brooks because he's not playing, so you had to pick somebody different.
Yeah, it would have been Brooks, but Max, no. And to be honest with you guys, I will start doing more research when it comes to the golf. But Max is just my guy. He just went on one of my favorite podcasts a couple days ago, and generally speaking, he gets a good bump when he goes on those shows. So, yeah, I mean, it's a vibe pick. It's a vibe pick.
All right, that works. Chris, you want to talk at all about Tony?
So I took Tony because he's one of 3 people that needs to play very well this weekend. He actually needs to win to get into the Masters. So I feel like if he's going to play well, he'll definitely be a little top 20, top 10, and maybe he'll even leak out a win. So
Perfect. And that, I'll be talking a little bit about that at the tabletop of why this is such a unique week, and kind of the idiosyncrasies that come with it. Professor, you chose Henley. I have, in my error, have forgot to upload the odds, so I'm looking that up now. You want to talk a little bit about Henley?
Yeah, so I had done a bunch of research on this course. I did a lot of research on this area, and Russell Henley popped on pretty much everywhere I looked. So I had already pretty much decided I was going Russell Henley. Then I was scrolling through TikTok, and a guy popped up who was talking about golf, and he had an AI simulator where he broke down every week. He has he had picked the winner for the first 5 weeks of the season so far. He has not missed yet, and his choice this week was Russell Henley. He showed in every category he was ranked in the top 3 in every statistical category for this week, based on this system. So between the fact that I had already seen his name everywhere, and then I saw that gave me. I'm going to also be betting him as my last call for today to put him on my records as well. He's at plus 1,800 to win this thing. If you want a flyer, I'll also say Robert McIntyre. I like him too. Good old Bobby Mack. But Russell Henley was the one that popped the most for me.
Yep. And his odds are minus 280. So, I mean, the Vegas and everybody likes that too. I mean, he's supposed to do really well in this. And then I chose Sepp Straka. None of us chose Fitzpatrick, Fleetwood. Good gracious. None of us chose Fleetwood, who is actually the actual favorite. I love Straka. Everything that he's done leads right into him possibly winning this. So all great picks together. It's a bit of a reach, plus 1547, because we've got some true favorites and then we've got a little bit of reaches. But you'll see on the right the odds to make the cut: top 40, top 30, and top 20. So pick your favorites out of that or put them all together. If you do put them all together for top 40, it's plus 1547.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I might throw my $21 bet that I got from Luka Doncic last night on to make the cut, because plus 409 seems like pretty good odds for that.
Yeah. Did you bet that? Did you bet all of those, Jen?
I do. I bet make the cut. I bet everything that's on the screen.
She has somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 to 90 golf bets every week.
Great. That's all I was
like all these names you see, she round robins all of them.
It truly is nice to know that I don't have to be the volume better anymore. There is right to this way is the volume better now, and you know what, that makes me happy. I don't have to have 500 bets a month. I'm going to have 100.
Yeah,
and because Jen's gonna have 80 to 90 every golf tournament. She's going to end up with, and I know they're not all documented.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to be on the show, but
yeah.
Just know if you see a name shown on the show, she's probably round robin them.
Yeah, this is it. It's honestly, it's rewiring my entire brain right now. So I'm all for it. I love this. And
good.
Again, if you were watching this, this lady was up 200 units, about, if not more.
It was more. It was 260.
Yes. So please hop on. Yes, the Brandon Barstool crowd, as I've been on our show, actually on national television.
Shout out to Barstool.
Wake up, Barstool. Please follow, because you might make some money. So there you go.
Not to mention, I don't know if anybody paid attention to our X yesterday, but I did put out there that I was taking King of the Court of Luka. You only got $21 for it, but you hit it if you bet it. And
no, I did. I did too.
So I tried to convince PD King. He wanted to try to get more money, so he went elsewhere. But he knew that the likelihood Luka was going to hit was high. He just didn't. He was trying to go for bigger money. I get it
all day.
But when I looked at that slate, plus the fact that he just came off of a suspension off of a bogus tech foul where a guy chopped him in the throat and all he did was shove him off of him, and the fact that he's getting snubbed for MVP and he's dropping 40 a night, I knew he was going to go off yesterday. And if he had have played the full thing, he would have dropped 50 again last night. He only got to 42 because he missed like 10 or 12 minutes between the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth quarter. I actually bet him for 49 points last night at plus 1,200, and I was mad that he didn't play the whole thing because the Cavs were getting blown out by the Lakers, which people need to talk about that more. They're not just beating anybody. They're beating the Rockets. They're beating the Cavs. They're beating these playoff teams.
Lakers are scary.
Luka and the Lakers are for real.
Whoa. You have to. Luka, LeBron, and Reeves are real.
I hear you, but this is Luka's team now. LeBron is a part of it, but this is Luka's team.
This is they have a big three, and then they have a great bench. The Lakers are for real. They are coming.
I don't know if anybody saw the highlight.
Did you see that? You see that alley-oop Reeves through LeBron?
I did.
LeBron is 41 years old.
I hear
and
you.
He's doing that stuff. All right. I digress.
I was more impressed by Luka's dunk.
Yeah, and then because
the grin on his face when he dunked had me.
Yeah, because he and Reeves have a bet who has more dunks.
He was cheesing the entire time. It's the first time you might have ever seen somebody cheese that much.
LeBron is just 41 years old. He's doing things that whatever. I'll digress. I'm not gonna keep going.
Well,
LeBron's amazing.
I'll jump in real quick. I can't speak about the players, but I did hit that the Lakers would score 100 plus points in the first 3 quarters yesterday, and I hit that for plus 475. Not part of the show.
That's such a great bet. But
something that I did.
It is a good bet.
That's such a great bet. You have to start sharing those.
Honestly, though, I will tell you, the way to bet those every day, what I have suggested, you look at these games where you see a lopsided game, especially like where somebody's favored by 18, and it's a team that can put up points. Like, for example, the Spurs today are favored by like 17.5. So they're a team that I would look at and just look at those 3 or 4 teams every day and bet a few bucks on them, or parlay them together if you want. If you want to get crazy, it's a way to get some big odds. And honestly, anybody can hit it. Like, we saw the Jazz and the Pacers hit this at plus 6,000 last week.
That's
so like
crazy.
You could throw a couple bucks on each one, and you're probably going to end up making money weekend. So it's definitely a fun bet to make.
Yeah, 100%.
Now I think we really are to the tabletop. I don't remember the other.
This is technically a tabletop, right?
But it's sort of. It's more of a segment than it is a tabletop because we've got you next. I just jumped into it. We kind of already pointed, so I'd already ruined it.
That's true. All right. So I'll just start on the left side. It is just a 5K parlay for the late baseball games. It's Joe Ryan, Noah Cameron. Say it for me.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Thank you. And then Gavin Williams, all 5Ks. I think this is actually pretty easy.
Yeah,
obviously it depends on for especially the second game with playing the Dodgers. You worry about the Gavin Williams of it all, but I think 5Ks is pretty easy for all. It's all minus money individually, so then you just put them together. I almost went 6, but this is not a marquee matchup, so marquee matchup obviously not tonight. That's what I have for that. I think it's a pretty solid bet, and our luck has us missing one of them, but I think it's a solid, almost 5-1 if you want to just throw a little schmeckle on there. NBA, you already know I'm going Knicks, Cat D&D, Knicks minus 12.5. I believe they're playing the Grizzlies, bad team, trying to lose. Yeah, Knicks 12.5 and Cat D&D. That was the lowest I can get the number to get plus money, so obviously even money. Then I did the same thing, and I dropped. I added Brunson 2+3s. I've already talked about that. He's hit that in almost half of his games this year, and then I dropped Knicks to 6.5 to be plus. I'm trying to win games. I'm trying to win. In the beginning of the season, I want my record to look better than it did last month. And then last but not least, I took the Knicks equation out of it and just did Cat DD and Brunson 3+3s. By the way, Karl-Anthony Towns, 53 out of like 60 games, double. That's insane. I don't know what the record is. I'm sure he's probably not even going to snip it, but what an incredible stat. And he's really I'm nervous about the Celtics. I'm nervous about the Cavs. I'm nervous about the Pistons with a healthy Cade Cunningham. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here telling you that the Knicks are going to win the championship, but man, what a season it's been, and Cat has just really bought into what he is supposed to be. He's not. He knows when he's the offensive guy. He knows when he needs to just be what he is. I think that Mike Brown has done a really good job of, when Cat's on the court and Brunson's not. Brunson on the court, Cat's not. Like knowing where to run the offense through. I'm very, very optimistic. I'm not going to get my hopes up because it's the Knicks, and that is what it is. But shout out to all my Knicks plays tonight. And then this is a fun Pra ladder. As you can see there, 241, Jokic 50, Embiid 40, Tatum 30. I said it before, Celtics and a healthy Tatum, and he looks healthy. Defensively, maybe not as much, but offensively, Tatum looks like he's right back, which sucks. Right back to where to Tatum offensive levels. Maybe again defensively leaves something to be desired. Embiid, a healthy Embiid, scares me as well. CJ's not on the show, but I will say this: a healthy Sixers team scares the hell out of me as a Knicks fan. And then Jokic, I mean, did you guys see? This was a couple weeks ago. He had like a 25-20-20 game. Unbelievable. He had 25. He had like 25 points, 20-something rebounds, and 20 assists.
I think it was he ended up with 19 assists because it kept him from getting the 20-20-20. It was 25-20. I think it was 20 something 25 and 19 assists. I think.
What an unbelievable!
It was still one assist away from a 20-20.
He's just ridiculous, and he can easily get 20-20 when it comes to points and rebounds, and then throw in another 10 assists, and he's unbelievable. Honestly, as a LeBron guy, Jokic, 5-6 more years of it. He's 31, 32. 5-6 more years of his play, he might start scratching like the best player of all time. I mean, if you take championships into such consideration, then he wouldn't be. But he's unbelievable. So I really like this. I put this together this morning, and I looked at it. I was like, that is a great ladder. Tatum 30, Embiid.
I will tell you, I am 99% sure Embiid is now out. However, you can just swap him for Maxey because with no Embiid against the Wizards, he's probably going to get to 30 points.
But then what? Okay, I'll just do that right now while you guys go into yours.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure Embiid is out. So I would happily swap and Maxey because, like I said, with no Embiid against the Wizards,
yeah,
he should.
I'll go Maxey 40. I'll go Maxey 40. You're right.
And you'll probably get just as good odds. This year.
Actually, I'll do right now if you guys want to.
So
continue.
And I'm looking now against the Wizards. He's averaging 32 points a game versus the Wizards. He's averaging just over 40 PRA against the Wizards. So he averages it right around 40 against this.
Maxey 40.
And that's with Embiid playing. So without Embiid, he should definitely cook it.
Yeah, Tatum 30. I'll do it really quick right now, and then Jokic. Give me 2 seconds, and you guys can continue. 50.
Tatum has been playing very well considering he hasn't played. He's coming back for a while, so
it's not as close.
Well, the odds might have changed just because no Embiid. They believe.
Yeah, it's 278, but I'm gonna throw that in there right now. So that's fine. And you know what? Put it on my. I said it live. That's on my records.
All right. So instead of Embiid, go with Maxey, and you'll get a little bit slightly better odds on it. You'll get around 278, which is even better.
Yeah,
closer to 3-1. But I do like that. I'm probably going to bet that myself because I do like that. Tatum will get to 30. Jokic will get to 50. So Maxey averages right around 40 against this Wizards team, and with Embiid, he should get there. So I like it.
Damn right. Let's go.
I am not sure who's next, but I'm assuming it's me. Nope, it's Jen. There we go. Now we got.
Here we go.
All right, get your popcorn. We got a lot of names. We got a lot of names. Let me give you a little bit about some insight that I have. You need to remember when you're making bets for this weekend that this is the weekend before the Masters. We have a lot of people who have withdrawn from this. Morikawa withdrew. I made bets with him included in it before he withdrew. Him withdrawing is, I'm probably not going to bet him on the Masters because I think he really would have wanted to have a solid warm-up round before the Masters if he was feeling well. So I think it's his back, and it makes me nervous even. I think I'm probably going to fade him for the Masters. Woodland withdrew. Hogar, Berger, a lot of people withdrew from this tournament. So my parlay one, let me tell you how I put these parlays together. Parlay one is a combination of former first and second place winners for this tournament and the highest ranked. So Fleetwood is the highest ranked who's playing. He's fourth in the world. You have Spieth, who was the 2021 winner. He's pretty consistent at this course. He's returned after surgery from a few years ago. He was great at the Players and has 4 top 10 top tens here. So I put him in there. Spawn, who was the 2022 winner and is 13th in the world. McCarthy, who was second in 2024. Now he was second to Ashke, who was 20 under. Like, you have a lot of like 9 unders here for the final score, but he was head to head with him when it was 20 under. So and he's also I think 92nd in the world is what that says. He was tied for 12th last week and has a good course history. And then Harmon was the 2025 winner. And he was the 2025 winner when there were 40-mile-per-hour winds. It is supposed to be a windy course again this year with a front coming through. So parlay one, again, is former first and second place winners in tournaments and Fleetwood, who is fourth in the world. Parlay two, these parlays I did kind of how they were ranked. These players are ranked 10th through 18th in the world. Henley is ranked 10th. He's hot with his iron, so he's doing really well. I will highlight McIntyre, who is finishing in the top 15 in every tournament he's entering. Matsuyama is 14th. He's chipping and putting great, pretty accurate, and he's won a Masters. And then Straka, who clearly was my parlay player, so I think he's going to do well. He is excellent at par fives, which you really need to be on this course. He's good in the wind, and all the models that I saw where he was broken down in, he was elite in all of them. He doesn't have a lot of course history here, but I think he can overcome that. Parlay three, you've got Maverick McNeely. What a name, Maverick McNeely. Thorbjornsen, who I can never say his name.
Thorbjornsen.
Yep, that one. Penge, who has screwed me and make the cuts before, so I've got some anxiety with him. But Spieth and Spawn have also messed me up with make the cuts, which I don't understand how you can be so highly ranked and not make a cut. I still can't get past me. I know.
We all got bad days, though. We all got bad.
Let's go. Yeah.
But make the cut. Kiefer, who clearly I have put in the Blades Brown like fan club. I need to get a Kiefer fan club shirt probably. And then Novak, who has made 5 out of 8 cuts this year. Parlay 4 are my long shots. All right. They've made a lot of cuts. Even Olsen, who finished tied for 5th in the last tournament, and he made that 50-foot eagle putt on hole number 8. If you remember that one, it was amazing. Yellow who Shooter Sean, like, what another great name. He needs to win to have an entry to the Masters. Everyone for the Masters has been solidified except for the winner of this tournament. So what we're going to see with this tournament is we're going to see people who are using this. I mean, Rory has admitted this, and he's not playing in this year's tournament, that some people will use including him, will use this tournament as like a practice round for the players. I think we're going to see a fair amount of people withdraw, probably 4 or 5 people withdraw after round 1 or 2 of this, where they're going to save themselves for the Masters. but he's got to play. He's got to win for the Masters. He also is playing for the President's Cup, which is a big thing for the Canadians. So he's got 2 reasons to really do well here. So yeah, so that's that. So I think he's going to do well. And then I've got Cauley as well. So parlay 1 is solid. Parlay 2 is also solid. 3 and 4 are a little bit of a reach. On the left, you can see how much it is for each of those parlays to make the cut. I would encourage those. The top 40 is a little bit more of a reach. And then on the right, if you put parlays 1 and 2 together, if you put parlays 3 and 4 together, know that if you look at parlay 3 and 4 top 40, that is essentially a forget that dime. Because look how close that is at the bottom right to parlays 1 through 4 for make the cut. We're talking 34,000 plus 39,000. That really is a forget my dime. If you bet it, please bet like 10 cents. Don't put a lot of money on those. They are reaches. They could hit. That's how my 19,000 plus 19,000 hit at the beginning of February. But I would focus on the individual parlays. If you like any of the information that I shared about the players, then pick and choose from the players and make your own parlays. But those are my Chicks picks for this weekend. Again, it's just before the Masters, and I think we're going to have some people not finish everything. I think they're going to go to round 2, but they might, when you're talking like top 40s and all, we might have a lot of people withdrawing, and you might, because they will withdraw too late. That's another thing. Make sure when you're making these bets, you look at the regulations of the sports book that you're playing and what is considered a early exit that you'll get credit for when they do it. I believe DraftKings, they have to do it before round 2. But check the sports book that you're betting with to see what early exit options are for PGA, because it's not as well known as for the NBA and NFL and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so look, the plus 39,000, plus 34,000. I'll probably throw $1 on both of those because why not? But it's one of those, if you hit one for the year, you're set. So which we already, I say we, but I didn't bet it that week because I was stupid. Which was already done last month, which is why she was up 260 units last month. But so it's $1. So the amount of money I lose on a daily basis betting on sports, $1 means nothing to me. So it's worth the risk. But yeah, I love a lot of these, especially 2. I really like 2. I think the most.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna bet 2 pretty heavily.
And you will say I do have a last call where there's somebody else who really needs to win this tournament. So I've got a last call with one more small parlay.
There you go.
I do like Bobby McIntyre though. That's part of the reason why I like Sue is because I like Henley. I like McIntyre. Matsuyama was good. Straka I bet already this season, and then Iberg is starting to come around. He started the season slow, but he should get there. I will tell you the reason Woodland withdrew is because he won his way into the Masters last week by winning for you at plus 8,800. Why he's not playing this week? Otherwise, he'd be playing this week.
I thank him for that too. Yeah, and just it's not part of the show, but on the side, I've bet each of these to win because it's a reach, but it's not necessarily a household name who's going to win this tournament. And the odds are going to change every single day. So if you want to bet one of these to win or a few of them to win, do that. And take a shot at it.
There you go.
All right. Well, that will move us on. I think it's just me left. So I'll go. I've got mostly basketball here. I've already done my baseball through the 750 Club and the best bet of the day. So we're going to jump into my basketball picks. I'm going to start off with a PD parlay. I'm going to go with Hawks money line. So the Hawks are a very, very good team. Outside of the 2 losses they had to the Lakers that we've already talked about, they've been playing very, very well. They are going against a Magic team, which is good itself. However, I think that they're just an overall better team. I think Jalen Johnson's playing kind of on another level right now. I think this game's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any stretch of the imagination. I think this is going to come down to like a inside a 5-point game. I just think the Hawks have enough firepower to get this one done. With that, I'm going to go Jalen Johnson, 29 plus points and rebounds. He's been routinely getting to 30, partly because he can get double-digit rebounds, and he's kind of the primary scorer on that team. He's the main guy. He gets around 20. I think he averages 23 points a game. He's averaging like 10 to 11 rebounds a game. He's averaging right around 34, so 29 felt right. They wouldn't let me bet 30. I was either 29 or 31, so I went with 29. Then I moved the Spurs line down. I think they're 13.5 points favorites or 14.5 point favorites. I dropped it down to 7.5. I think they win this game by the 14, 15, 16. I just wanted to not take the biggest risk. I think I was like the Spurs covering 8 feels like an easy win to me. And then I went with Wembanyama 10 plus rebounds, who's averaging right around 11.6 rebounds per game. He should get to double digit rebounds fairly easily, and I got that at plus 265. He's hit this. I think it was 5 of his last 6. He's hit it 4 straight. He's hit it. And then Jalen Johnson's also hit that 30 plus and four straight. So like all of these have been hitting recently. And then I'm going to go with obviously Embiid is not. You see, I bet him this morning as well. Take him off, but I have it written down without him now because I did the math after the fact. So if you take Embiid off, I've got Montas Buzelis 24 plus points and rebounds. He's been actually playing very, very well. He's been shooting very, very, very well lately. He's one of the bright spots for that team. There's not been many. He's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. Desmond Bane is one of my favorite bets lately to bet PRA because 24 PRA is just so low for him, and he's been kind of cruising to that. He's getting close to 20 points a game, so he doesn't have to do much else. He is hit this in 5 of his last 7. He's averaging almost 29 points, rebounds, and assists a game. So 24, like I said, it's like minus 250, and he averages 5 points higher than this. Pascal Siakam, 20 plus points. He's averaging 23.8. He's hit this in 6 of his last 8. And then lastly, I got Stephon Castle at 15 plus points, who's averaging 16.7. Hit this in 9 of his last 10 games. He's the second option to Wemby. It is a far cry from between them two, but he usually gets this 15. The 15 is like 16 is kind of low point. And like I said, he's hit 9 of his last 10. This was plus 303, but with Embiid out, it's right at plus 200. So you're still getting it 2-1. It didn't drop it too terribly bad. And then obviously I added the Yamamoto 7 plus strikeouts at plus 125. So those are the 2 parlays for the day. I have a last call parlay, which is kind of a dumbed down version of the 750 club coming up. And I'm also, like I said, I'm going to throw Russell Henley to win on my sheet as well. I forgot to put that down. Yeah. And that's at 18-1. I'm not sure if there's anything left after that because I don't think C Money put anything together. We do have last calls. So we'll
I don't have any.
I'll start off with the last call. So like I said, this is a dumbed down version of the 750 club. So I dropped Joe Ryan to 5 strikeouts. I got rid of the money line. I got Bobby Witt to get a hit. Yamamoto down to 6 strikeouts and Dodgers money line and got that at plus 290. So this is just a safer version of the 750 club at right around 3-1. I got rid of the Twins money line. I dropped Joe Ryan and Yamamoto down 1 strikeout. And I feel like this hits. It's just whether we get those strikeouts that we need and the Twins to win for the 750 club. It looks like Jen also has a last call for golf, it looks like.
Yeah, I've just got Keith Mitchell and Shooter Sean because they both really need to play to win for the to get a spot in the Masters. I think they're both going to play hard. They're going to do everything they can. Keith Mitchell, I left him. I didn't include him in my big parlay, and I wish I would have. So this is my way to include him and give him some recognition. He hits long and straight off the tee, which is important. It's called the Oaks because there are lots of trees, dense trees you got to play around. So hitting long and straight is perfect. So I've got those two. I've kind of made it a ladder bet. Make the cut, top 40 and top 30 and top 20.
So Keith Mitchell and Yamamoto. That's what
Shooter Sean. I call him Shooter Sean because that's his first name and that's easier to say.
I kept saying yellow, but then I was like, that's not right. So
Yellow Madarju, I think. But anyways, and I do want to say thank you to anyone who's watching us. I'm part of a Facebook group, and I was giving some commentary about how I come up with my strategies for Make the Cut and those kinds of things. And I got banned from the group until April 7th. So just know that if you want to keep seeing my strategies and my bets, come here, to Just the Bet Slips, either the videos or the posts on X, and that's how you can see some of the strategies and some of the picks.
Why were you banned?
It was silly. So you're not supposed to advertise your group, which she did not do. Somebody specifically asked her about her golf bets because she had been posting her wins in there. And she just said that she would private message them. And because she said she'd private message them, they banned her for the group for like a week.
But like an hour earlier, I even said, I cannot do any self-promotion. This group does not allow self-promotion, which is fine. Anyways, no hard feelings. April 7th, I'll return to the group partially by choice. But just know that if you want the picks, you want the strategies, this is your place to come. If you've enjoyed some of the knowledge you've learned, basketball, baseball, golf, everything we have, please hit the like button. Please follow. We go live every couple times a week, and then we post on X every single day of the week. Only way you can get it is if you watch us and follow us.
Exactly.
And we are 48 followers away from giving away $50 to the sportsbook. Your choice to a random follower. So we just need, and we'll have a lot bigger things coming once we get those 48. So if you're not following us, please follow us. It doesn't cost you anything, and we'll be giving you free bets every single day. Even when we're not on the show, I make sure I post all my bets that we put on the show. So
find us on Wake Up Bostro. I guarantee we're gonna have some more posts on Wake Up.
And the more interactive, the better. The more interactive we can be, the better. So if you're in the chat and you have questions and you want to challenge us or ask us some opinions, we'd love to give them.
Can you guys answer my last call, or do you have a last call, Professor, or did you already give yours?
No, just the one I put on there is all I got.
Can I do? You want to bring us down?
Sure.
Last call for me. Oh, this is a nice angle.
Hello.
April flowers. This is what got on TV today. April flowers bring, or excuse me, April showers bring May flowers. What do May flowers bring?
Money.
I don't know.
Pollen.
No.
A lot of pollen.
No other guesses? Pilgrims.
But
You're too young for dad jokes.
That was from my dad. Yes.
I like it.
I do think it's funny though.
There you go.
I'm just glad I wasn't dumb enough to not get it.
What are you saying about me? I didn't get it, but I get it now. I just couldn't guess it. That's funny.
Mayflowers bring pilgrims, ladies and gentlemen. And let us play you out.
Yeah, with that, we will play you out.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.